Welcome back to Abby's Journeys, and today I'm in Glasgow and I'm outside a place that's called the Tenement House, and I'm going to take you back in time. We're going to go and have a wee look at the history of the Tenement House. So right now, the National Trust have taken over, so I'm going to tell you about it. In the 19th century and the early 20th centuries, most Glaswegians lived in tenements. The building could have been adapted to meet the resources of all the different social classes that lived in the city. So you had working class tenements, middle class tenements. And this is just showing you the history about how people lived inside these houses. So this one's about Mrs. Toward. She had a house decorated in the 1960s, had electric lights installed. And that's her up there. And after her death, she was having no family to inherit her position, so Mrs. Toward left a set of chairs to her church elder, Sam Davison, and he visited the house to collect them with his niece Anna. And Miss Toward had been in hospital for 10 years before she died in poor state. So, as we can see, this is the house. Where its certificates. Grow for winter as well. Oh, and have a wee look at this, folks. And this is the war emergency information and instructions. My goodness. And this letter was in 1894. And this is a letter it was sent. This is the old trains. So Glasgow has changed a lot from Mrs. Toward's day. I'll show you the map from 1910 to 1911. And this is Mrs. Toward here. Mrs. Agnes Toward moved into the tenement house. This is her old house with her mother in the summer of 1911 and lived here for 54 years. Yes, folks, the old iron. The size of that, the wax polish. Don't know what that is, folks. And we have our old pots. They all sold back in them days. It still got a smell to it, actually. The tea bags, and these were called Melrose. I'm sure that was just like turning your food. Amazing how a lot of stuff is still here, all in great condition. Like, there's your cardboard look soaked in at the bottom. Your pots. So this was Mrs. Toward's house. tell you all the history about Glasgow so you can read it. So the National Trust has sent this over because they want to preserve and continues to care for the property, the National Trust. This is the layout of the house. I'll probably say something, I'll go, oh my god, I'm getting old.
So I think there's as much in it that's really different to how we live now as there is things that are still totally familiar. So I think when you go up, most people are surprised at how much is still sort of
Still here
relevant.
in good condition as well.
Yeah,
So this was Mrs. Towers' house?
So
that
this
right?
would have been a different family's house down here. Miss Towers' house is still in its same condition upstairs, so you'll see that one filled with all of her belongings as she was living in it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking because that was the board down there, that was hers. So this is all.
This is a separate unit that we've converted into just information.
Ah, the information bit.
But you'll see it sort of all in situ and as it was upstairs.
Okay. Thank you. Leave it down here. If you want to buy any, this is a shop in here if you want to. Oh. I believe the dress was worn by Mrs. Towers' mother on her wedding day in 1884. The dark colour was common for brides, this meant they could wear the dress again and again. Look for the little watch pocket above the waist of the dress. Please press button. Look at the size of the hips in them days. Dunno. This is your shoes. Needle thread. I've got the cameras back in them days. More up to date ones there. The old fashioned ones. It's Botanic Gardens. And the coal fire again. We're looking at the shop if we move around. Your bonnets. That's all the National Trust that's selling them. So this is the shop bit, folks, if you want to come here and buy anything, a wee bit of history. You can also buy soap as well. It's all got a nice smell to it there, look. Right, going upstairs. Miss Tower dressmaking no fit required. So, the past and the post. Check this out, folks. The old typewriters back in them days. So it's saying here she held on to many letters throughout her life from her childhood right through to the 80s. She was very organised. She kept copies of her letters and everywhere she sent, and this is the letters here I'm going to show you. So light. It's so light. And this is the letters. I get my glasses with me to read this. The school class photo of Agnes was taken in the 1890s. It seemed like nobody liked it, eh? Nobody was smiling. There's the ink. Stamp. Can you write with a dip pen? Dip, shake, wait and write. Actually, it's okay. Nice and fancy. Check this out, folks. Lifebuoy soap, Persil, Rinso. You can even see starch. This is the postcards. Write a postcard to Agnes. So this is all the letters that she wrote. Nice flats as well. Don't you just looking about what and seeing all the old-fashioned soaps or old-fashioned typewriters. I mean, I'll show you the typewriter again. I'll give you the last look here.
Right, so I'll see you next week anyway, right?
Oh, look at this building. All the medicine bottles, folks.
Excuse me, madam. Sorry, maybe could I ask you not to touch?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and also, again, could maybe ask, is that a flash?
No, everywhere I'm going it's not a flash because I've been doing this everywhere and this is not a flash, honestly, it's just a camera.
Yeah, it's
I don't put a flash on.
Because it goes for the exhibition, you see.
No, it's fine, there's no flash on it.
Right. Have you rung the bell, by the way?
No, I don't
What
ring the
time
bell,
you
I
ring the
didn't
bell?
know how to ring the bell.
Just pull out. You want to come in here?
2 seconds. Right, folks, we're going to have a wee look in here. So this is your toilet tissue and all your medicines. Your toilet. What's that here? what's that there? Oh, is that pegs?
Yes, Peg.
Jesus. Probably better than the pegs we've got today. This is the sink. Wow, look at that, folks.
Yeah, you can just hear it. It's only one ring. If you can hear it 12, you think it's 12. So how you know the secret? Yeah, you can hear it sort of tuning up.
What's that up there? Is that a heater or something? It's grey. It's grey, kind of. Just up there. Oh, that's the meter. I've just
No, it's
noticed.
a gas meter.
Right, okay.
Or it's not the gas meter, it's an old type of gas meter.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a bell.
I know, it's 12 because it's not 24 hours long. It's making 1792.
Very cool.
I know.
Ah, I take it that's when you had to put it through your washing. See all the soap still. The size of the sink. I remember them days.
And the other,
With the
you
cold
saying about-
bunkers.
Yeah.
That's the best heat you ever had, but wasn't it? It's in the cold. It's only one room, I suppose, wasn't it?
And I was
The
just
rest of
saying,
them were frozen.
yeah, it's obviously sleeping.
Is that where their bed was?
Yeah.
Right.
Because in the parlour room,
Uh-huh.
there was a bed in the closet, but it actually has a door on it.
Alright, so that's
And
where.
it looks claustrophobic, there's no light in it.
Very dark, very dark.
I'd have to have the door open.
Aye, and it, a bit of air and stuff, aye. You can see, I mean, how.
Oh no, I can't believe the size of this kitchen. This is,
I just love looking at all the history of
yeah,
the.
I was just saying, everything looks really solid and well made.
Yep,
You think
yep.
about things today,
Yep.
some things don't last, do
Not pots and pans. I mean,
Pots
you've
and
got to buy
pans.
them all the time. Washing machines break easy.
they? Really proper engineering.
It's the iron here, isn't it? It's the
Yeah,
iron.
it was. I was just saying, like, she used to sit round here with her mother in the evening time.
It's great they can keep these things, but for obviously history for people, isn't it? Because I mean, even though I'm from Scotland myself, I can't. There's all places I don't know. You know,
Yeah,
all places I don't know.
it's, very impressive.
That is, isn't it? The radio.
Yeah, I think that's the rate, said she. 3 weeks wage. Is that the radio that she? It says it's similar. 3 weeks wages that she.
No, it's an old radio.
It's an old one.
Because it was given by the BBC, I think.
No, I think she purchased it for.
Not that one. Yeah, that wasn't the one that Miss Power got.
No,
Yeah, that's
No.
just an old radio.
it's an old radio. Right, yeah.
So you'd be limited to the channels you get, wouldn't you? It's
Yeah.
like just a couple of.
Yeah, it's not like
maybe
now.
one channel. And this was our bed then? Wow.
I know. It's amazing.
I suppose it's nice and cosy, but.
Very good. Very impressive kitchen. The size of that kitchen for the time. Some people's houses don't have kitchens that big now in apartments and things. And everything's so well made. Everything's solid. We're just saying it's so proper engineering, isn't
You
it?
feel comfy this house, don't you?
Yes.
You live here.
It comes up for sale.
I was at the Hill House in Helensburgh just yesterday. I don't know if you've been. And that's got quite a good amount of history as well. It's Ammonia.
Can I ask, what is it that you're filming for? Is it just for personal, or is it?
Aye, it's just, I've been doing it just for the history of Scotland really. I'm just going around all different places, and because I've joined the National Trust, so I want to go around and just film, and I show my kids because he loves history. He's really good with history. In fact, he's doing his degree in history at the moment, so
Really?
so he loves all that. He can't be here today, right enough, but I've got one of them in the house, pulleys. I'm goodbye. I'm showing my age. I think that dress is about a size 8 or something, isn't it? Or a 6?
Yes, she's quite.
Very
this
petite.
is, I believe it's her mother's dress.
Is that mother's?
They're both quite short and petite, and so it's quite shocking to see them sometimes.
I know, it's amazing how great figures in them days. I was looking at it. I wouldn't fit in it then. It's nice. Good material as well, I can see. Does she make her own dress? Is that
So
just...
Agnes's mother was a seamstress, and so you see going down the stairs there's a plaque that says tower dressmakers.
That's right,
So that she would work in here, not necessarily the room, but in the flat, and create garments and such. And so this was her embroidery machine, but also sewing machine here.
Okay. I've seen a wedding dress as well downstairs.
Yes,
That's very nice.
it's very pretty.
And this was the sewing machine?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's an embroidery machine.
It's even got small feet.
You can see some of
The thread.
The steel boning. That's what the term is. I was just trying to remember that.
What was that? Sorry?
Steel boning. So it's an alternative to whale boning for corsetry.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, and it was common for more late Victorian corsets that were much more rigid and structured, and so it wasn't. It was a bit more tougher, but for more fashionable corsets.
You could picture her on all day doing that, wouldn't you?
And this is a early curling iron. There, you'd heat it with a candle or on the stove, and then you'd curl your hair with it.
With her hair? Wow. Yeah, it's just like the iron, I suppose, isn't it? You just heat it onto the... I mean, back in them days you did put up with that, obviously, but look at it now. You just put in a plug. Do you think you could survive doing that today? Come on, heat up!
Well, usually they do rag curls, with taking strips of fabric and tying it up and sleeping in it. That's how they would get some curls as well. But this is if you particularly wanted some really tight, small ones.
Right, okay. And this is our perfume?
Perfumes.
What wee perfume?
I love the bottles. I think they're adorable.
They are, aren't they? And everything just like, you can still smell the soap, it's very strong as well. You know, and then when I was over at the Hill House, she still had some of her hair in it. It was like blonde hair. I never touched it. So yeah, they call that the pearl soap. They still sell that, don't they? The pearl soap.
You can buy it at Tesco's.
Tesco's. Who is this? Who is this?
I believe it's just kind of an art print.
Just kind of what she'll like pictures. Okay.
Much of like what you can get today sometimes.
Yep.
In museums and art galleries.
And the wallpaper. The wallpaper's actually not very old, isn't it? No, it's more up to date looking as well.
This
not...
wallpaper was put in the 1980s.
The
The
80s.
original was just too damaged. You can see there on the frame, that's the original wallpaper.
Is that the original? Right, okay. I was wondering, because I'm going, that looks pretty good condition, you know, for what this is.
Yes, all of the walls have been redone, but you can still see original strips. So in the hall, if you look towards where the side here, you see the strip of the original wallpaper there.
All right, okay. All right, I see it. All right, yeah. So how long did you the trust took over?
So the trust took over in 1982. Agnes lived here until 1965. She was hospitalized then. We believe she had dementia. So she was in hospital till her death in 1975. When...
I'll turn this towards me, right? You know what, on the camera, you okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You okay? Right, alright. Just so I can do that, so I have to place it in there.
When she passed, she had left a set of dining chairs to her local church. And so Mr. Davidson, he was from the church and he came to collect them and he brought his niece along with her, Anna. And so when she saw this place and just saw how much stuff Anna's had kept everything over the years, she believed that this should be turned into a museum. And when she learned that the landlord was going to clear it all out and throw it all away, she purchased the property and held onto it for 7 years. Tried to sell it to the Glasgow museums, they didn't want it, and then the National Trust came in and purchased it.
And from then on, so you've been pretty busy then with a lot of people coming to visit? You've been knocking?
Yes, I think we're about to reach a record numbers for that, but I'm just a volunteer, so I don't know the exact.
Oh, do you volunteer? Right, okay. So, you enjoy it then?
I do.
That's not myself. So, is there anywhere else in Glasgow you can recommend to have a wee visit? I know here it's...
So, recently the National Trust just acquired, was doing a partnership with the Macintosh at the Willow on South Street. It's the tea rooms.
Right.
They basically remodeled Macintosh style. Currently Homewood is it's not South Glasgow, it's currently closed for winter. It'll be open in March.
Okay, so
then there's also Weaver's Cottage, that will also be open in March. And then there's the Rural Life Museum that's here in Glasgow too. And then of course there's other National Trust properties around.
quite a lot, I know. I've just recently joined it, so I was like that. I'm sitting on all my boxes at the moment. So it's kind of frustrating. That's terrible. You don't realise what you've got until you're right under your nose, as they say. So I'll have a wee look in here. Thanks for all your information anyway, okay? Thank you. These lovely pictures. This is the living room. It's actually a good sized living room as well. Here's a bed in here which she slept in, folks. Look how claustrophobic it looks. I mean, once you shut this door, there's no air, there's nothing. People live like that. I mean, it does look nice and cosy, and the bed's up high, as you can see. It does look nice and cosy, doesn't it? But personally, me, I can't breathe. But it's in the living room as well, so I suppose if you're, don't see just a piano, it's not TV, but I suppose if you're tired, you just jump right in the bed, that's you. This is the pictures here, the piano. This is all this. Robert Burns. I'll be going to see Robert Burns soon as well and do a wee visit and show you all about Robert Burns. This is a wee.
one guy's argument because saying so many things you never know.
On this. You can just picture her just sitting here by the coal fire. And even the chair looks nice and comfortable as well. Looks nicer. Or somebody's playing a piano over at the side. In the other room there was a radio, so you can tell the lady liked her music.
But they're talking about the conversation.
I'll get a good feel for it.
So much money.
Is it remote? Is it? It's just up. Right, folks. I just asked the girl, is this everything to it? And it is. But it's always great to have a wee bit of history then. So this is your tenement house in Glasgow. So if you really want to come and see it, highly recommend, folks. And to help me grow, folks, please subscribe to my channel or even like and comment. And I'm going to take you on my journey to show you all different places, history of Scotland. And if you enjoy what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.